Hi guys, welcome back to my channel GillBudgets. I hope you're all doing well and have had a good week so far. Today's video is going to be my week 1 check-in for September, and I'm going to cash stuff for week 2 as well. So I'm off to New York, so I'm filming this on Saturday. I'm off to New York on Thursday, so my week 3 is non-existent. I'm only doing weeks 1, 2 and 4, and my week 2, because I'm only here for half the week, then I'll just carry that over to my week 3 as well and buy stuff when we get back, like all the fresh milk and things like that. So we'll see how we did last week, and then yeah, we'll just start stuff for this week. So I hope everybody's doing well. I've just put my out of office on yesterday for holiday, so that was a really good feeling. And yeah, so we're just in the realms of all the scatter of packing and last minute bits and pieces, so it'll be a busy couple of days, and also just trying to spend time with my daughter as well before we go, because she's obviously not coming. So yeah, madness. So David's popped out just now, Millie's napping, so I thought what better way to do it than now when I've got peace and quiet. I can get this done and then I can go and get my food shop. So I've got £3 left over, and then I've got some change here. So for food shop then we've got 5. Household has 5, and I think that's everything. Now my personal I'm going to leave in because I am still on the hunt for my fake tan. It's on offer just now in Asda, so I'll leave that in. And yeah, I think that is everything. So I'll pop that off to the side just now then. So the £10 is going to go into, well, £13 is going to go into this binder here. So let me just have a wee look. It'd be quite good to see if I can be near enough completing anything. That needs 8. And that needs 13. That needs 13. So I might just complete that actually. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I'm just going to get one of those out the way. Different pen again. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that is No Ducks Given by Essex Cash Stuffing, and I completed. So what I want to do is try and swap up these coins with another challenge, just so that I'm not putting as little coins as possible into here. So so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So yeah, I'll just chuck them in there. Oops. And that is another challenge done. So I'll just leave that in there just now, but we will pop the £20 into my mystery tin. Sorry, carnage. So that's 10 and another 2 5s there, so that's £20 going into my mystery tin. There we go, so that is that done. Next up is the penny challenge then. So not a lot this week, but it's still something. Let's have a wee look here. So I've got 50, 70, 90, 95, £1 and 4 pence. So £1 4, grab my calculator, minus 0.74. I knew that, I could have did that myself. So 74 and then 30. There we go. And that is how the penny challenge is looking. I am hoping to get this done this month or next month, and then that'll be that completed. Right, onto the cash stuff inside of it then. So I, for the first time, completely buggered up my budget, and I don't know, I put money away for David's personal money that he has online, his petrol money and things like that. But I obviously counted it, and then when I went to do the cash side of it, I didn't count it, and I thought I had all this money left over, so I didn't. And I've had to kind of scribble out stuff and chop and change denominations that I can no longer put in. So I think there's 580, well, 1, that's right, because I'm taking 1 out here. So there should be 580 plus this one. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75 and 80. So 581. Yeah, it's the first time that it's ever happened where I've really seriously buggered up my budgeting, but I think just lots going on this month. So it is what it is. Anyway, so food shop's going to get 95. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 and 5. And we are doing Christmas roll and match from Eva at the Rockin' Witch. I've also started to get a little niggle in my throat, which is so annoying. So hopefully it disappears before I go. So we've got green, 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 green. So that's just a little 5 this week, which is good. So considering this is for 2 weeks worth, then I'm quite happy that it's actually on the 5 this week. So I'll put the 5 in. So that gives us £90 for the week. So I'm just waiting on David coming back and then we can write our shopping list. And yeah. So food shop is getting 90. Household is going to get 15. There we go. Petrol's going to get 20. Now I am hoping that I've got a little bit of petrol left in my car and I'm hoping I can ride it out until just Wednesday, and then I've got money put aside for holiday for topping up the car, so hopefully I can use that. Personal then, we are doing £30 for personal money, but we are finishing knockout 90. Let's see, 2 dice. There we go. Right then. So we've got 6. We've got 11. So we did 9 and 2. We've got 9, so we can do 8 and 1. 7. Oh, this is looking good. And 9, so we can do 5 and 4. And 9 again. So the last one going in is 3. Now this doesn't have any change, nor does this. So what I think I might do is I've got £3 in here from my personal money, so I might just put that in. That was left over from last week. So in total, Knockout 9 has saved us 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 83. So what do I want to do here? I'm basically going to just put this back in here. I'm going to stick the 3 into this challenge here. I know challenge and a challenge, but I don't have anywhere for £1 coins except here, so 3 into there. And Knockout 9, I'll clean that off, but the next challenge I'm going to start is Pumpkin Spice, which is a scratch off challenge of denominations of 5, 10 and 15 from GillBudgets. This was in my monthly subscription, so this is going to be my next one that I'll start when I come back. So £80 is going, I just want to see what I've got in budgeting, 150. So I might put £50 into there, and that's 200. Mind you, I would quite like to, I've got like no money in here anymore. Yeah, I'm going to just stick £30 at a time, friends. Start building that up again because I depleted quite a lot of my money. Right, but I've got £30 here, so what I'm going to do is put £20 in my purse because I'm going into Edinburgh on Tuesday. I might put 25 in there actually. And then that gives me 5 left over, which I'm going to put into personal because I know there's 5 in here that's not been knocked off yet. So I'll pop that in and then I can cross off a 10. So I'll do this one. So there's £80 in here now and there's £30 left to complete this challenge. And then I'm going to go in and see about getting my bracelet fixed. So that's that. Whilst I'm also in here, I'm going to take £20 out of beauty and I'll stick that into my Sapiano as well because I'm getting my nails done the night before I go. And it's hands and toes, so I've got 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 in there. So that should be enough. And that's the purse done. I'll need to put some more money into Millie's, but I'll just do that off camera because I don't have her binder here. Right, next up then we are going to go into our occasions binder. And we are going to Millie. And Millie is getting £20. And this should be her fully funded now. So that is the Mermaid Savings Challenge from Mama 3 Budgets done. And this is the new one that I'm going to introduce. So there should be 200 in here. So I've got 150, 170, 190, 200. And that is Millie fully funded. So let me just grab a little thing to show that. I haven't had my lunch yet, so I feel quite shaky. So if that's shown up, I'm really sorry. Okay, so Millie is now fully funded. So the last person to fully fund this year is Colin. So feeling good about that. And then we're going to skip all the way to eating out. And that's going to get 15, 10 and 5. So that's got 20, 30, 40, 45 and 50. There we go. And that's everything into our occasions binder this week. Okay, next up then we are going to go into Millie's little long-term binder. So the next one on here is 15, so we'll just do that. And the return of the squeaky chair. Right, let's find where we are here. 15, so 15 is the next one. Ooh. There we go. So I think we should hopefully be halfway, more than halfway over that challenge, which is good. So I'm happy with that. That's just a little slow burner. Obviously he's not even 2 yet, so that's fine. Next up then is the caravan, and that is going to get 100. So we can colour in 4 little doors. So 25, 50, 75 and 100. And then I've only got £50 and I've reached my first target. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I'm wanting to save 450 for the actual caravan to book that in December, and then after that I'll move on to this challenge, which is from Kimberley Budgets, to save for the spending money. So that's that. And that's everything in our holiday binder. I did sort out because we've got our dollars now. We still need to get some more for us, but we have dollars separated for myself and David just for whatever we want to spend it on. And we're about to transfer over the wedding present money as well. But I'm trying to leave everything as late as possible because I'm earning interest from MONZO for obviously all the money. So I'm trying to leave it like right up to the last minute until I take any money out. But can't leave it too late obviously, but that's fine. Right, on to our annuals then, my most important binder for me. And So I'm actually going to add something to this at the end of the year as well, and I'm going to add in a new category of pet insurance. So I have Priscilla's pet insurance, and I also have now taken out pet insurance for my mum's cat, which is really my cat, but he just obviously lives at my mum's house. So I have decided to take on ownership of that because we had some problems with him last week that we had to take him to the vet, and we were at £1,000 in vet bills for that. So yeah, I've made the decision to now take out insurance. So at the moment I'm not in a position to pay that up front, so that is going to be another direct debit added on, but in the future it is something that I am hoping to pay for both the wee man's and Priscilla's pet insurance up front. Maybe next year, maybe not, maybe 2027, but it's definitely something that I do want to introduce. So that's going to be on my radar next year, to start and try and save for that. Now my cat at my mum's house is an older-ish cat, he's 11, so his insurance is higher than what I'm paying for Priscilla. So it's definitely something that's going to be added in here at some point, but I am rambling on, it's not for today. Boiler service then is the first one on this list. And we are putting, what are we putting in here? £40. So these are all 5. So 5, 10, what's that, cherry? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And is that, I don't know, just a screen. 40. So we've now got 20, 40, 60, £80 into boiler service. Now it says 100, but I think I'm going to try and save 120 for this, just as a buffer. So 2/3 of the way there on that one, that's good. And this is for next year, so I'm fully funded for garden bin next year, and we're working on everything else for next year, and I would like to have this all hopefully done by the end of the year. If not thereabouts. So I obviously have a big reallocation. I'm doing challenges in order to fund a reallocation so that I can boost this as much as possible. So that is my goal, is to make sure that I can get this all funded, because I would like to technically be a year in advance for this and occasions, preferably, but obviously that all takes time. Wheels are in motion for it, but we're not at that stage yet. So it's something that I am trying to do in order to take a little bit of financial pressure off of the situation. We are still paying debt, and amongst other things in our bills, obviously they're just creeping up year on year, so it's definitely something that we want to try and take a little bit of pressure off of, but at the minute obviously we are just having to work with what we've got. So season ticket's the next one, and that's getting £80. So in season ticket, now I added this up wrong for some reason. I thought I had 180. I didn't, I only had 130, so I've taken the £50 placeholder out. I don't know how that's happened, but yeah, so there's only 100 in the bank now, but so we've got 120, 40, 60, 80, £210 in season ticket now, and we are aiming for £500 again by the end of the year, which seems so close. So the next one is home insurance. So this is a new category that I'm starting. We have just paid our home insurance up front, and I did take that money out of our house funds, but it is something that I am actively saving for next year, so that it doesn't come as a surprise. Now, what colour do I want to do? I always use this pink. Let's do something different. Right, so we're putting £20 in this week, so yeah, again, this is something I would like to have funded by the end of the year. So if I do my reallocation and I've got money left, I'm probably going to try and fully fund this as well. It's not needed until later on next year, but again, it just gives me that year on year ahead goal that I've set myself. So that's that, and then the next one in this binder, the last one, sorry, is mortgage. So this is for an overpayment, and we're putting £20 in. So this is a little slow burner as well. It's not at the high list of my priority. I haven't done an overpayment yet on my mortgage, but it's definitely something that is on my mind to save on interest. But yeah, there's just other things that take precedent right now, and as long as we're adding something to it, then I suppose it makes all the difference, doesn't it? And then we're going into our sinking funds, and what we're going to do is add £10 onto it at the patch here. So I've actually missed the date for one of the pumpkin pickings, and all the Saturdays are gone now, so I need to try and work out what days David's going to be on leave, and then maybe put in a day of annual leave myself so that we can go. So I'll probably going to put this money in the bank and book it pretty soon, so I might actually do it over this weekend, but I'll leave it in here for now. There's actually 2 pumpkin pickings that we want to do. One's one way and one's the other, so yeah, I think just because we took Millie last year and it was really good, and she was tiny, so we put her like in the wheelbarrow and stuff like that, but this year she's a bit bigger, so she can actually like go and pick the pumpkin, and I just think it would be really cool. So next up is batch cooking, and that's getting 20. Now I'm pretty sure I haven't cleaned off my tracker yet. I haven't, it's over there. So we're just going to ignore that and put £20 in. So there's nothing in here anyway. We completely obliterated it on the food shop at the start of the month, so that's fine. And then health as well, I'm going to need to sort this tracker as well. There's not £100 in here anymore. I had to use this money last week. I explained that I cracked a tooth, so I've had to go into the dentist and take that money out to get it fixed. So it's all good. It cost me £90, so I've got £10 in there, which I'll probably again take out and put back as cash, just so I'm keeping track of things right. But at the moment there's like a tenner, but we'll just call it nothing until I can take that money out of the bank. And then the only other thing getting, no, we're going to do petrol buffer, which is going to get 20. So it's now got 20, 40, 60, £70 in there. So we'll just leave that in. I'm not going to bother with the tracker at the moment. And then garden is the last thing this week, and that's going to get a 10. So there's now 25 in there. But again, we're going into winter. It's just a little buffer for next year. And that is that. So the last thing to do then is the challenges. So then, let's see where we're at here. So that's completed. So 25 and 2025. Obviously I'm missing next week, so I am putting £10 in. So we'll do these 2 5s here. And we'll stick the 10 in. Go. And then Friday Saver, again, same thing, I'm doing 2 weeks worth, so I'm going to do the 12th and the 19th, and that's 31. So we can do 20, 30, and the 1. And then seasonal is going to get 10. So this one here, and 10 going in there, and that is everything for this week. That is me done and dusted. So like I said, I'm not on next week, there won't be any videos. I'll just be away enjoying myself and stuffing food into my body like nobody's business. But thank you so much for sticking around. If you stayed to the end, I do really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great couple of weeks whilst I'm away, and I will catch up with you all very soon, and I'll give you all the goss from New York. But I hope you all take care, guys, and happy budgeting. Bye!